The following is a presentation of the Big Ten Conference.
Return to glory.
Did we just see what we think we just saw?
If that doesn't give you chills, you're never going to get them.
As good as it gets.
Perfect day. Big time, big crowd. CBS on hand to bring it to you.
That's why you play this game. For the guy that you've been to battle with, you've been over here training for 9 months, you play for that guy.
Right, look around at the guys in this room that you went through war with all through fall camp. It's time to ante up. You gotta put your chips on the table.
Untouchable.
Team stop! Unbelievable! Pistols firing, touchdown Oklahoma State, and will score! Touchdown Oregon! Pressure hit, goes down!
Outson Stadium in Eugene, Oregon, and the defending Big Ten champion, Oregon Ducks, led by their head coach, Dan Lanning, and the Duck, and the Cycle, and the number 6 team in the country in front of a sellout crowd. That's the way you make an entrance, and that's the way the Big Ten Home Depot on CBS brings us a matchup of the Big 12 and the Big Ten. It's the Cowboys of Oklahoma State and the Oregon Ducks. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nestler with Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell, and Gene Steratore. A partner of defending Big Ten champs. We saw them win 13 games last year, a school record. They won it in their first year in the conference. Dylan Gabriel was their leader. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist. He's gone to the Cleveland Browns. Now it's Dante Moore's turn.
Yeah, and Dante Moore has waited his turn, prepared for this game. I mean, this was the #1 quarterback out of high school in 2022. 2 years, apprenticeship. He's got all the tools, and when you meet him, you understand he's a very focused football player with a very powerful team around him. If he grows, this Oregon team has a chance to contend again.
Part of that powerful team around him is their defense. They were good last year, maybe with the exception of the loss to Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. They got a couple of edge guys. You can't find two on any team better than this.
That's for sure. And by the way, Oklahoma State fans, if you can pronounce these guys' games at the end of the game, you may be in for some trouble. They are elite. They come from both ends. Well-coached defense and 2 playmakers on the edge.
Oklahoma State, unfortunately, lost a playmaker. Hoss Haney, their starting quarterback, went down with a foot injury in the first half last week. So enter a brand-new guy who hadn't even taken a college snap.
Yeah, Zane Flores was the Nebraska High School Player of the Year. Same year, by the way, as Dante Moore. He gets his chance. Gets his chance against a really good team. He's out to prove himself, show the Cowboy teammates and the fans that he can lead this team the rest of the year.
Well, we're going to have a battle on the field. We had sort of a battle of words between the coaches this week. With more on that, third member of our team, Jenny Dell.
Yeah, NIL has changed the game, and this week the money talk, it got loud. Mike Gundy threw that first punch, but Dan Lanning, he did not back down. He acknowledged that the Ducks invest heavily, and he is not going to apologize for it.
You know, Oregon is paying a lot of money for their team. The last 3 years, we spent $7 million over the 3 years. I think Oregon spent close to 40 last year alone.
I got a ton of respect for Coach Gundy. You know, ultimately, how blessed are we to be in a place that's invested in winning? If you want to be a top 10 team in college football, you better be invested in winning. And we spend to win. Some people save to have an excuse for why they don't.
You know, a little bit of that was taken out of context. You know, the truth of the matter, Rick, is I was being very complimentary of Oregon and their commitment.
No, both coaches have shown mutual respect. But, guys, those comments, they've raised the stakes and added value to today's matchup.
All right. That's all over with. Big smiles on both coaches' faces as they met at midfield. Now they're set to meet on a cloudy day, but a good football day. In Eugene, it's cooled off a little bit. It was in the upper 80s actually a couple of days ago. 71 right now, mostly cloudy. But as they say on the public address system here, it never rains at Autzen Stadium, so we don't expect that either. Second meeting all time. You have to go back to the Holiday Bowl in 2008. The last time they played, Oregon won that one. Oregon won the toss. They will receive. Wes Paul's got it teed up. Noah Whittington back deep for the Ducks. Dan Lanning, his 4th year as a head coach at Oregon. Mike Gundy, his 21st year in Stillwater. Let's play ball. And Oregon will bring it out to the